Hi everyone, my name's Anjali and welcome today to our WOCY time with teens and adults, where we are traveling to Asia as we are celebrating International Tiger Day. So let's come and, I'm going to come and sit down, as I think it's really interesting for us to think about all these different behaviors, characteristics, connections we have with the world around us. And when I start thinking about tigers, and I was looking into this and looking at the personalities and behaviors of tigers, I realized that they're very much solitary animals. So they are animals that like living and spending time by themselves, hunting by themselves as well. And it's always a reminder to me that we spend so much time, and sometimes there's an expectation that everybody has to love spending all their time with other people. But as with everything, life is about balance. It is important to live with other people and get on with them and work in teams, spend time with your friends. But it's also really important to spend time by yourself, just enjoying your own company, just thinking about who you are, what you like about yourself, the things that not necessarily you want to change, but the things that you need to accept about yourself. We're all human, we do some things better than we do others. And when we spend this time by ourselves, we can plan and think about all the things that we want to do as well. So we'll spend a little bit more time doing that later. But I thought we'd learn a little bit about the characteristics, behaviors of tigers and how that might apply to us. So as ever, now I just want us to come to a nice resting position as we start our class, and I remind you of the things that I'd like you to think about when we're doing yoga. First of all, to be kind to yourself. So this position is an honoring to yourself, to listen to your bodies, to only do what is comfortable. Let's swap sides, trying not to use our hands. As we respect our space, we clear away a little bit of space to spend time for us. It's just a few moments, but also to respect the yoga space of anyone else we're doing yoga with as well. Okay, so let's come to the first expression of behavior that a tiger has as we come onto our knees. And like we have different ways of expressing how happy we are and perhaps how frustrated we get. When tigers get frustrated, they are waving their tails around madly. It's probably like most cats. I don't have a cat, but like most cats, I'm sure, they wave their tails around, and when they are happy, they drop them down. So I'd like you to drop this tail down as you draw your chin towards your knee, or your nose towards your knee. So we have got an expressive tiger lifting its tail up, maybe waving it around. So feel the length of your back as you are in this tabletop pose, and you've got your lower back moving, your seat moving. So you're really having to maintain quite a bit of balance in your core as you move from side to side. Right, let's do this warm up. We're pulling knee to face, and then up it stretches. We're maybe waving it from side to side. I'd like us to keep this moving as we've got that tiger being expressive, being angry, frustrated, but then in the next moment can be really calm and happy, just like we can. So just letting go of things, allowing yourself, yes, sometimes you do get angry and you just need to let it out. Think about how you let it out. Are you affecting other people around you? But then let it go and be calm. Okay, so we are going to continue with our tabletop pose. And I did forget to say that all of these poses, if you've got sore wrists, you can absolutely do these down on your forearms. So you can bring your knee into your chest and stretch them away. And the same thing goes with this next pose as well. You can have your elbows down on the floor. So tigers are great swimmers and they love cooling down. So let's have a nice overarm as much as you can. We have got tigers swimming to cool down, but also they're not afraid of getting into the water to catch their prey. So what would you do to do something or to get something that you want? Okay, now they like the water, so this is not a problem for them to get into the water. But when they're in there and when they're prowling around getting their prey, now these four-legged animals walk 2 legs at a time. So what I'd like us to do here is to really lengthen and stretch out our bodies even more, challenge our balance. As I said, you can absolutely do this down on a forearm. Again, you're challenging your balance in a different way. Stretch out one arm Take your gaze to a point of focus. Toes, hips facing down to the floor, toes facing down to the floor. Really stretch, really firm up your tummy and your lower back. And then when you've done one side, it's quite strong on your wrists, really sort of balancing, strengthening there through the whole of your arms and all of those joints. Just shake out those wrists before you come over to the other side. So let's reposition. Knees are under your hips, being aware, hands spread apart, because this helps take the weight evenly through your hands and doesn't do too much damage onto your wrists. As we transfer your weight over to the other hand, fingers spread apart, let us move. Oh, I've already done that side. We're going to stretch out one arm, stretch out the other leg, toes pointed to the floor, hips pointed down. Really just relax your neck, gently gaze to the floor. Really strong. Try not to let your legs, your hips splay too wide. Keep things all nice and balanced and long. Remember to stop at any time this strong balance feels uncomfortable. I'm going to hold it for another 3, 2, 1. And I definitely found myself a little bit wobbly to the end, and so I needed to come down as well. Lovely. Okay, we come to our WOCY relaxation quiet time. And I'd like to invite you to lie down on the floor or to sit up. Preferably, come and lie down on the floor in our Shavasana resting pose. So this is the ultimate relaxation, allowing your body to be supported by the floor. And you can either have your legs long on the mat, or if your lower back feels uncomfortable, you can bend your knees, feet to the floor. Hands can be to your side with your palms turned up, or your hands on your tummy, whatever you would like to do. And just start letting your body relax by noticing your breathing. Your heart might be beating a little bit faster. Just focus on your breathing and allow your body's heartbeat and your breathing to slowly deepen and lengthen. As today, I'd like us to think on, what we could do in these moments of quiet time. These are moments of alone time. And today I'd like you to reflect on positive qualities. Consider the people you appreciate for their courage, maybe their creativity, their wisdom and charm, and any other qualities that you admire. You could see these qualities in any of your family and friends. And these qualities that you admire are clues to your own strengths. Do you recognize you have these strengths? Do you have them already? Or do you need to be aware of them a bit more, to nurture them, to develop and help them grow, or allow them to grow, to accept them, to let them come in? And while you're reflecting in these few moments today, consider one quality you admire. What does it mean to you? How do you recognize it when you see it? How can you express this quality, this truth about you in your own unique way? So as we come to the end of this session, feel free to continue with your reflections. Or you can start moving your fingers and toes. With your eyes closed, just roll over to your side. And pause there for a moment. Use the support of your hands with your eyes closed to help you come and sit up tall. And then rub your hands together to create a warmth between your hands. Cup your hands and place them over your closed eyes. Lengthen up your back. as you feel the warmth flood in through your face into your body. Slowly blink your eyes open behind your hands. Spread your fingers apart and pull them down over your face. So we bring our hands together at heart center and say Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. And I thank you very much for joining me for our WOCY time with teens and adults, where we have celebrated the peacefulness, the solitude of the tiger in International Tiger Day.